everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, as you can see, we're standing in front of our fence and it needs a little bit of work on it. But I've been talking the last several months about a fence project that we had coming up. Well, everything's finally cleared with that, so we are starting the fence project. So our first step in this is actually taking the old fence down, and this section we don't have the horses in and never have, so that's where we're going to start at. And we've got all these rails and stuff. I put the pallet forks on my tractor thinking that, you know, I can just come over here and pull these things loose from the posts, and then we'll take a chain and hook to each post and just pull them up out of the ground. I'm not 100% sure how these were originally put in. I know that some of them are pretty loose, so I don't think that they've got them in concrete or anything like that. It shouldn't be too bad of a project as long as we can get our tractor into the areas, because some of the places are on a pretty steep hill and some of them are over the bank. So we're just going to kind of have to experiment a little bit and see if we can get the tractor over there to be able to reach the post in order to get it out. Also though, that brings me to another thing. When we start to put new posts in, you know, if you've got a post hole digger or a post driver, you have to look at whether you're going to be able to get your equipment in there to that area in order to put your post in the ground. So we may end up still having some hand work, but we are going to have one of the two pieces of equipment. We'll either have a post hole digger or a post hole driver. I don't know 100% how that's going to work out yet, but we are in the process of working that out. So if any of you all want to comment below, maybe put in your recommendation of what you think should be used. Keep in mind that the ground is not level, so I'm going to have to position the tractor in a way that I can get the post in the ground still straight, even though the tractor may be sitting uphill, downhill, sideways. Yeah, leave your recommendations in the comments. Tell me what you think. This also is going to be an ongoing project over a period of several months, simply because it's such a huge project. We're going to be fencing 10 acres of pasture and separating it or dividing it into 5 2-acre paddocks. That way we can rotate our horses into the different paddocks so that they don't kill out the grass. It'll keep their pastures for grazing in really good shape all the time, so they won't eat it down and kill it out, and then they're trying to recover from grazing too much. So this grazing schedule that we're going to have them on is actually going to help produce healthier pastures for them. So guys, follow along. We're going to get started in this. We're going to at least get a good start in taking up all these fence posts. So if you haven't noticed, I am swatting around like crazy because the gnats and stuff right now are going, they're everywhere. So I'm going to get some of my Captain Ron's insect repellent. I've been trying that out for a little bit of time. I've said actually on a few videos I'm going to do an actual video on just that product. But so far I'm loving that stuff. Like when you spray it on, it doesn't burn your skin or anything. It's all natural. And for me personally, it works great. So like I say, keep an eye out for that. I will do a video on that, but I just haven't made it to that yet. But we're really happy with it ourselves. So let's get started on this fence and see what we can get finished up today. Just one more thing too, guys. We've got a special guest today coming all the way from Lincoln County, West Virginia. It is the mayor of Lincoln County himself. He's going to be here to kind of oversee our fence project a little bit and, you know, kind of give us some guidelines and stuff of what he would do over in West Virginia. So he should be here just any time, so we'll be watching out for him. I mean, it's just such an honor, you know, to have the mayor of Lincoln County coming here. It's pretty awesome. Oh, here he comes. The mayor of Lincoln County. Uh-oh. Dad's going to get him. Yeah, it works better to go from the top. Oh, it's gonna pull it. Well, as you can see, we've got a pretty good start on getting our fence and stuff pulled up. Now, we've got a whole bunch of fence left right here, but this area right now, we're actually still got the horses in it, so we don't want to take any of that up just yet. But here in just a couple days, we're going to move the horses to a different field anyways, because they've about grazed this one down. So then we'll get started on this section, and what our plan is to actually make this field extend all the way out to the area where we was just taking up the fence, because that section never was a pasture. So we're going to add that section onto it and just kind of create that much more area for them to graze. That way, again, they don't graze it down so fast. Once we get finished with this project though, we're going to have 10 acres fenced, but they're going to be separated into 2-acre paddocks so that we can rotate the horses. I think it's every 6 weeks. So between the first paddock and when you rotate all the way through back to it again, it's going to be 30 weeks before you get back there. So you're going to have like almost no damage, or it's going to have plenty of time for it to recover from the horses being on it and grazing it and tracking it down. So it's going to be a really cool rotation to keep the pastures nice and healthy. Also, we're going to be adding one more thing to it. We're actually going to have automatic waterers in each paddock so that they don't freeze up during the winter time, and you don't have water sitting in buckets going stagnant and algae growing on it and all that kind of stuff. So those are going to be really cool, but that's also a project down the road. So our first venture is just getting our fence taken out, or at least in sections where, again, we're not doing all of it at one time. We're going to do a section at a time, and then we're going to get our new fence put in. So this project is just going to be over some time. We have about 2 years, I believe, to get the fence finished. Hopefully we'll do it a lot quicker than that, but we'll just kind of have to play it out by ear. So follow along with us through our fencing project. I'll actually make a playlist separate for all the fencing projects going on. Plus we'll be having some new equipment and stuff to go along with it. We're either going to have a post hole auger or we're going to have a post driver for the tractor. So I'm not sure how that's going to work out just yet, but I'll be letting you know. If you like videos like this, make sure to click that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and thanks for watching.